What is up, everybody? This is Brian, the Toyota guy over here at Fred Anderson Toyota in Asheville, and we just got off the truck a unfortunately pre-sold 2022 Tundra Platinum, and this is the first time I've seen one. There's a good chance this truck is going to go home today, so I figured while I've got like 5 minutes to look at it, I would check this thing out, and holy crap, this thing is gorgeous. So this is a pretty well equipped 2022, of course, Tundra 4x4 Platinum trim. I'm still learning all the different packages and sub packages and features you can get with this trim level, but man, this truck is extremely different than the outgoing model. God, it's gorgeous. I love the silver on this. I love the black accents. If you come in on the wheels, you can actually see the wheels are not black, they're more of like a pewter, and you can kind of see here, if I can get a decent shot, there's a flake in there. So it's got a really gorgeous paint to it, and it is actually black on the fenders, so the fenders are different than the wheels. This does have the opening tailgate with the button here. That is pretty cool. I've seen that in videos. It's kind of cool to see that for myself. Not gonna lie, I'm nerding out a little bit. Here's that new composite bed, just like the Tacomas. Here's your 110, 120, whatever it is on this one, 400 watt, 100 watt, 120 volts. Looks like LED box lights in there. There's that black on the tailgate. I love all the inset lights. Like, I imagine this is the reverse lights here. It looks like even the tag light, if you look right there, the tag light comes from the inside. Reverse lights, parking sensors, tow package, sequential LEDs in the tail lights. God, these things are so good. There's the platinum badging on the door. They don't want you to miss that, that's for sure. 360 camera, just noticed. We'll see that from the inside. Look at the way the grill I know is a little, I guess it's a point of contention for some people. I like the grille on some trims, I don't like it on others. I don't like it when the grille is chrome. This has got that kind of like pewter, a little bit more subtle chrome, and I actually don't hate it. In chrome, I hate it. My favorite's probably the body color, but man, this platinum, look at it's like the grille's been bedazzled or something. I don't think I've seen these on the SR5s and limited trims. Parking sensors on the front. I love the fog lights built into the bumper. Definitely a very mean, very aggressive look. Kind of look at it from further back. All right, let's check out the inside. All right, we'll start back here in the back seats. Biggest thing I've noticed right off the bat is you now have the window shades in this trim level. I think the limiteds can get that too. This has got blue stitching running through the doors. Looks like there's also blue stitching on the seats. I love the perforated leather back here. It's actually kind of interesting if you can check out the pattern. It's perforated like normal up here, but then on the middle section of the seat, it actually breaks up. You can see there's actually like little, it kind of breaks up in a more randomized pattern. Does so on the back, that's really cool. This one, of course, still has the rear window that rolls down. And what I'm so excited about to see is here's that brand new moon roof. And man, it's massive. It reminds me very much of what you get in the F-150s and 250s. Look at that. Of course, this being a platinum, golly, look at this. So the rear seats are not only heated, but I see ventilation as well. Was not expecting that, but there it is. Gosh, what just a gorgeous truck inside here. I love the way the door panels are shaped. Love kind of the boxy right angles. Wow, look at that roof. Could you imagine driving in this truck and having the front half of the roof open and having the rear window down? What a spacious cabin. I love the shape of the new headrests on these trucks. I really like them on the I think it's the Sequoia or maybe the Capstone, where they actually replace this section with like a plastic piece or aluminum piece instead of just being all leather. Just kind of gives it a very space age look. But holy, look at this front area. This is such a huge change from the previous Tundras, even on the higher trim levels, man. The previous generation, it looked the same as it did when it came out in like 2008. You know, slightly better screen, but man, this is gorgeous. Let me move up front and we'll look at it a little closer. All right, let's hop up front. So in case anybody asks, this truck does not have the power running boards. I do know that's an option for these. Doesn't have it. That's one of the things I was kind of hoping to see, but it's okay. This one doesn't have it. Of course, the memory seats, all of your feature buttons here, like your heated steering wheel, things you'd expect to have. Here's these front seats, and man, gorgeous. I've seen some people talking online, and I am actually seeing a little bit in person. Not exactly sure how I feel about it, but this is, again, a brand new car with 2 or 3 miles on it, and there's a little bit of funkiness with the way the leather's kind of wrinkling up here. I've actually seen that on some of the Tundra groups. It's not so bad on the outside, but it's definitely here on the inside bolster. I assume that's something that would probably just kind of stretch out and wear in over time. Could just be an issue with maybe the winter time and how leather span and contracts, but I know I've seen some people complain about that. Interesting to see it in person. Still love the look of the seat. Still has a nice wide bottom, but it's got a little bit more bolstering to it. This interior though, my God. Full digital screen here on the Tundra. There's a whole boot up sequence I've noticed with these trucks that I've tried to just avoid. But it's really cool when it turns on here. So this is completely configurable, or mostly configurable at least. Let's go ahead and start it. There we go. It's got the iForce. Let's see if I can figure out how to move the menu around. There we go. Okay, so this is like any other Toyota where you have the infotainment menu over here. That looks about the same as anything else I'm used to seeing. I'm curious. Let's see what we can do with these drive modes. Yeah, so you've got different drive modes. Oh snap, here we go. So there's normal, eco, sport. Changes it on the screen up here too. We'll go back to normal. Got tow haul mode. Pretty cool. I like the way that changes the gauges. So this is this boot up thing. Now this is something I've heard about, but this is the first time I've actually seen it. How these new Tundras do have like a little bit of a login sequence for getting like in a personalized account set up. I know that's been kind of a point of contention because none of the other Toyotas have this, but I can show you at least. I'm not going to obviously set this up, but here he goes. It wants to set you up the mobile app. And I imagine that's for the wireless CarPlay and all the other things that you can do here. But I can cancel the setup to at least get to the screen, and my gosh, what a gorgeous, huge screen. I think, what is it, like a 14-inch screen or something like that, corner to corner. God, everything is just huge on here. The text is huge. Looks really easy to operate. Yeah, subscription-based navigation. I'm not going to pretend like I'm a fan of that. Most people are just going to use the Android Auto and Apple CarPlay on this, which is honestly way better, and it costs nothing. Yeah, here's the guest account. God, these, look at how, I mean, just the screen, the font is about the same size as my finger. If you can't read this thing, you're blind. I love the knobs. I've noticed this in all the photos. You can see they have these kind of like riveted looking, you know, screw looking things on the knobs. That's a good look. I like it here. Your auto climate. This is actually very similar to the rest of the Toyota lineup, so I like that they've kind of kept that theme. So it does feel like home, if you will. This is the pocket / in this case wireless phone charger that's optional for majority of these, definitely at this trim level. And then just like any other Tundra, you've got tons of pockets and storage. So you've got, you know, your flip out cup holder here. We talked about the one here. There's a pocket here. There's a little separate one here, so maybe you can keep some sort of, you know, paperwork or maybe pens or, you know, who knows whatever in that pocket. This opens up as well, so you can get quick access to the pocket down below, or if you want to get change or charge your phones. And then this whole thing lifts up. You can see the owner's manuals put in here. But I think I've seen them make different organizers, the different ways you can configure this. Yeah, because this little thing pops out. Goodness gracious, what did I do here? All right, so now it's popped back in. I'm curious if they're going to make a safe for these like they have with the older ones. Let me see if there's any secret pockets like there sometimes is on these. Struggling one-handed. All right, no secret pockets. I was trying to see if there was a little hideaway under there. I think I remember the Sequoias had that at one point. Nice storage, maybe not as big as the old storage since it's all divided up into smaller pockets, but still nice. Dashboard itself looks really good. You do have a huge pocket up here. It's really deep. You can definitely throw. You could probably lose your wallet. I mean, when I'm sitting here, I don't even see that pocket. So it really stashes things away. Of course, you've got all the speakers everywhere. This, I'm sure, has the JBL. Yep, there it is. It says Platinum over here on the dashboard. You can kind of see it real subtly on the right side. Everything has got soft touch. It looks like this might be leather or soft tex, and this is more of the soft touch material here. Leather wrapped steering wheel, which is perforated. All your steering wheel controls for the adaptive cruise, all the self-driving features, the safety stuff, including blind spot monitoring now is on these trucks. Decent sized glove box. It's got, you know, your two-tiered storage. Easy access to the cabin air filter. You can see there's kind of cool. Typical glove box there. And of course, all the little layers of storage in the door, like the one here, the one down below, multiple cup holders there. But man, yeah, what a just cool. Let's open this sunroof and see how that is. Huge pane of glass. And of course, the powered shade. Guess we'll wait for that to close. Works about like you'd expect. Yeah, just gorgeous interior. All right, so I'm gonna briefly show you the startup procedure, at least for the first time starting the truck. So we'll go ahead and start it here. You can see it has this really cool full color display. Pretty cool, not crazy, but you know, pretty much in line of all the other modern trucks. And then for those curious, this is the window sticker, so you can just see exactly how this one's packaged and how MSRP at least is built. So I'll just leave this here. See if I can get my phone to cooperate. There we go. You can see here's the optional features. TRD skid plate, paint protection, phone cables. And then this one, MSRP with the options and delivery is 63, might as well call it 64. There's the fuel economy rating, 17 to 22. All right, so I think I spent a little bit more than 5 minutes with the truck, but man, what a gorgeous truck. I can't wait to finally get a chance to drive one. I can't believe I've seen probably 10 of these so far go home from our dealership, and I've not yet had a chance to drive one. So obviously when we have these pre-sold units, I'm not gonna go, you know, joyriding or take a quick trip down the road in someone else's truck or what will soon be someone else's truck. But definitely as soon as I get a chance to actually just drive one, I'm curious to feel the new engine. I'm curious to see how the new suspension, everything rides down the road, especially since I've driven a lot of the previous generation Tundras, from SR5s to TRDs to ones that had big lifts on them and everything. But I'm really a fan of that trim. I love the way it looks. I do like the way the grill's integrated. It was interesting to see that little bit of the leather rippling that I've seen before. I don't think it's really going to be a long-term issue. I think once you sit in it and put some heat in it, I think it'll stretch out and be just fine. So I think people are freaking out about nothing. But yeah, great to see one of these Platinums in person, especially one that's a four-wheel drive. If you like this, feel free to subscribe. I'd love to hear from what you'd like to see in the future with more videos. As always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.